Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night, and we are live. Coming at you live and direct from the layer. It's your boy Steve. Listening to the audio platforms. Also joined by my man Dev. Phil's running a little bit late, but he'll be joining us shortly. Hey, tonight we're going to talk about training camp. Football's back, baby. Football's back. Let's talk about it. We're going to go live here on another joyous episode of Command This. Stay tuned. Yeah, Dev. So here we are, man. How are you? Chilling.
Hanging out, man.
Hanging out. Yeah. Always good to hear. Hey, football's back, man. It's such a good feeling. It's been a long time. We've seen mini camp come. We've heard a lot of the rumblings here and there, but it's officially back. It's back in Ashburn. It's not back in Richmond if you wanna call that a downside, but you know what? Football's back. What's that background you got going on in the end there?
That's my actual basement. My background.
No, it's not.
No, I'm joking.
A saw or something.
It's like a murder room,
yeah,
bro.
Like man, someone's getting murder balled back there.
Yeah,
it is a murder room. Almost looks like one of the rooms in Hostel.
Yeah, it does.
What a messed up movie, man. Hostel. Yeah, so training camp. Let's talk about some personnel moves. So what they did, they finally activated old Chase Roullier off the PUP list, and he's back on the field. But what they also announced today was my man. I thought he was going to make some noise.
It's Phil's favorite player.
Phil's favorite player. My favorite player. Not favorite player.
He who shall not be.
He whose name we do not say.
I would say it. AGG.
AGG.
What did Phil calls him?
Absolute garbage game. I think he calls him.
Garbage game or something.
That's what Phil calls him. Yeah. Hey, what up, Rio? What's going on? Yeah, AGG. Rio. So Ron announced today that hey, if you haven't already done so, if you catch this on the recap, go.
Rio, jump on with us, man. He ain't coming.
So AGG is going back to school. I mean, I respect that decision to leave sports and go back to school, but I got a conspiracy theory, bro. Like, I think he's going back to school. I wonder if I got to go back and see if that gives him another year of eligibility.
How he played?
It doesn't matter. I don't know. Like, maybe I don't know the rules. If you leave school and come back, what if he has one more year of eligibility?
But
is he allowed to? I don't know the rules. Like, if you go to the NFL, you can't go back to college and play.
Yeah, you can't. It's not like
okay. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe he's gonna go back and figure out how to play one more year.
Nah, man.
As a tight end, and then make it back to the NFL. So
I'm not.
Rio said he's
upset
out.
That he left. I'm more upset that he didn't even give it a try to play tight end. I wonder if he just went to practice and realized he wasn't getting any clock or any practice. He probably wasn't getting any kind of spin. You think about he's probably the fourth or fifth tight end. So
maybe right in front of Samus Reyes.
Probably behind Samus Reyes. Samus Reyes been a tight end before in the NFL, dog.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, probably after that probably was the straw that broke the camel's back. Samus Reyes, that's probably what happened at practice. Like, this dude's getting practice snaps and I'm not.
I can't beat Samus Reyes.
Right. That's got to be humbling as fuck, dog. You can't beat a nigga that ain't never touched a football. I mean, that might have, I don't know if that happened. Maybe he just was like, I ain't got it no more, or, maybe his girlfriend's moving.
Maybe he's like, I'm trying to get my education on. Hey, what's up, Corey Lott?
Man, you can get your education.
That's right.
You can get your education anytime. Any education he got ain't going to pay him the minimal he's going to get in the NFL. Stop.
That's true.
He just didn't want to.
Maybe he didn't.
He probably lost his love for the game once they moved his position, and then guys that never played football in America at all, getting your job, bro, it's got to be rough. I would lose my desire to play too, perhaps.
I mean, I just had so much hope for him. The legend of AGG. He had the athletic build, he had the athletic ability. He couldn't stay healthy, and
I just wanted to use his 90 speed on Madden.
Phil
why'd
is
you
here.
come in like the Incredible Hulk, man?
Or Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
Time. First of all, I'm not wearing red. Secondly, it is time. It is time to celebrate. All right. It is time to bask in the glory of I was right. Time to celebrate the end of an era. All right. It is the fact that AGG is OUT. I am so happy to hear this. I am breaking into this podcast. Don't know what the hell y'all were talking about. Don't care. We are going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the fact that AGG is gone and we get to celebrate. It's right before the weekend, too. See, the weekend's here and we're going to have a beer. Yes, it is time to celebrate AGG making the smart move for us. He went, oh my God, I'm not good enough to compete with these tight ends or wide receivers. I'm going to go back to school.
He probably, you're right. Like Dev was saying the same thing. He probably knew, and school's a good opportunity. He never knocked someone trying to get education, but I'm sure he knew. Writing was probably on the wall.
Man,
he made a feeble attempt.
Kick me out of the NFL. They probably told him,
real, right? Kick me out.
They might have told him, but he got a guaranteed contract, though, right?
I don't know. And I don't remember what is the minimum.
Some guaranteed money. And you know what? Good for him. Take it. Go back to school. Go find yourself a new career.
Yeah. And what is the minimum? Here. What is the minimum amount of years you need to play to retire as an NFL player? Is it 4?
4 or 5?
I think it's 4 or 5.
I think AGG was always, when he was drafted, there was a note on him. He was more of a scholarly type of guy. He had a lot of other interests that weren't football, I think.
So. Marcus says, what up, fellas? When AGG retired, I thought of Phil. Man, Phil's such a hater, man.
First of all, man, we gotta quit saying retired. That nigga quit, bro. Like, I mean,
you get retired at 20. Was he 22?
He can't retire at 24 years old, man.
Collected his 401k
already. Yeah. Take his cleats home with him.
Hey, you know what? He's just too scared of this guy. He's like, I'll never get no burn.
That's like
if this guy's lurking in the rear.
That's like people saying that Tupac was assassinated. Nigga, he got killed. I don't understand. They assassinated Biggie. Nigga, he got shot. Y'all need to stop, man.
And if you haven't already done so, go check out Marcus Edelin's group. Good fan of the show, Sports View 2 on Facebook. Thanks for joining, Marcus. Corey says, I think we all realized AGG wasn't probably going to make the squad, but did anyone see this happening? No, I don't think anyone saw him retiring. I
saw him on the practice squad because
a lot of people thought he was going to make either practice squad or be back up on the 53.
Yeah. And because think about it, he was a round draft pick, 2024 fourth rounder, I think. 4th rounder, give or take. And they want to see those guys come to fruition. It's kind of a shot in the gut when you don't make it. But hey, it is what it is. He's gone. Tight end room just got a little bit smaller. We're down to Cole Turner going to be tight end 1 to start the season with probably
Bates
right behind him, followed by I think Sammis Reyes is going to be number 3.
Nah, I think Cole's going to be number 3.
I'm sorry. Cole will be number 3. Cole Turner will be number 3, and Reyes will be number 4. Maybe Reyes can get some time on teams and just get that exposure.
6'8" or 6'9" tight end too, don't they? Didn't they get one?
Another body.
He's like 6'9" or 6'8".
Cole Turner's 6'7".
Dude, Cole Turner should be like dunking on people, man. That dude is just...
all of them are like the same height, right?
Yeah, they all look. They're all like Carson Wentz's height, man.
These are all dudes who are big bodies with catch radius.
Yeah. Catch radius. Ding, 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 ding.
They got a dude that's like 6'8", 6'9", or some crazy shit, man.
Yeah. And, we're in day 2. We've heard some multiple mixed opinions about what's been going on, but the recent word of practice is that the defense has been not dominant, but the defense took over at least on day 2. We saw Kendall Fuller apparently blew up a bunch of different plays. I guess he did break up a good play against De'Ami Brown. Fumble, got a pick. Cole Holcomb scooped up for an interception. Jamin Davis nearly had an interception, but he dropped it. That's okay. And then Bobby McCain apparently has been gaining a lot of good views, good eyes with the media and training camp. Apparently he's stepping it up. Hey, he just got paid, so do your thing, earn your money, Bobby McCain. Lord knows we need you.
That. I like guys who get paid and then decide they're going to step up to their contract.
Yeah.
Usually it's you step up to get the contract, not step up afterwards. But
By
hey, I
the
like
way,
that because McCain seems to be that guy so far. I mean, it's only been 2 days, but
Yeah.
he seems to
by
be
the
that
way,
guy so far. We know Terry is.
The guy's name is Curtis Hodges. He's a rookie from Arizona State. He's 6'8", 240.
Big boy.
Somebody else got him 6'9",
A little slight for 6'8" at tight end.
Yeah, I think he's runs. I think he only. It looks like he's pretty quick according to his draft review. That he's not a slow guy.
Yeah.
At 6'8", 240, I mean, he's not very thick.
He's like a power forward in the NFL or in the NBA.
Yeah,
Marcus
is
Jules Randle. Huh?
Marcus brought up a good point. The defense will always be ahead of the offense first week of camp.
Yeah, and that was another thing that was reported. I think it was Zach Selby who reported it, that apparently Montez Sweat was just harassing Carson Wentz. And it's rough because on one hand, you want the defense to eat, right? Because I think the defense is suspect still. That's just a personal opinion, and probably in the minority. But on the other hand, you got a new quarterback, you got new rookie wide receiver, practically new tight ends. You want that
two
offense
new guards and a new center. None of the guards and centers were there last year.
You want them to gel. You want now. I don't know if there's gonna be a point in time of like all
baptism by fire.
Let's get.
Not only that, Cosme barely played last year, so you got a new Cosme. You got
Cosme played half the season.
Last year. He played half the season. He didn't play with Wentz though.
You got Andrew, the guy from
Norwell. They got Schweitzer playing center, and then they got your other dude playing the other guard that wasn't there last year. From Trey Turner. So they got 4 new linemen out there basically in practice against guys that have been together for like 2 or 3 years now.
Yep, Chase off pup. That's good. Not Chase Young, but Chase Roulier. And that was quick. They announced him. Was it 2 days ago? And he's off.
He's off.
Chase Roulier is off the pup.
Okay, they said he would be pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think he's right.
However, Antonio Gibson was on the sideline for the first day, nagging hamstring injury. I guess he aggravated it at the end of minicamp. So I guess that was still lingering, but all good.
We know what AGG, or I'm sorry, we know what AGG could do. He can go home, but we know what AG could do as well. So it's not like he's got to go out there and really prove it.
Yep. Dax Milne apparently is doing pretty good, making all the catches he needs to make.
That's my surprise guy to make the team this year, dog. I told y'all, Dax Milne's my surprise guy, taking jobs and girlfriends, bro. That's what you seen his sister?
No,
bro. Google that. That.
Let's pull this up real quick.
Speaking of wide receivers, so we command this. We'll be doing the 53-man roster prediction on behalf of a bunch of other content creators. We're pairing up with Ref the District on this one, and we will be previewing the wide receiver position when it is time. So we will predict who makes 53.
You saw Phil's eyes when he saw it. I saw his eyes.
I haven't seen it yet, but I saw. What's funny is that I saw. What I saw was the first thing I put up Dax Milne's sister. And immediately, Google goes Instagram. I'm like, all right, let's go search the gram. Milne.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's why your boy from the Jets and he go holler at her, get his revenge, man.
Oh, Zach Wilson.
He go holler at Dax Milne's sister, bro.
Yo.
Yeah. What was it?
Yo.
That's Dax Milne's sister?
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Oh, well.
I mean, she's kind of got she's a little too Gen Z for me. And just like the stupid attitude she puts into a lot of these pictures. But I mean, I wouldn't kick her out of bed for even comes.
She's probably way too young to be concerned with what us old ass men think.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? We are not in her demographic.
I bet you if you had a couple extra zeros in your check, you would be.
Maybe.
Yeah. Look, how do you think these girls get to get those yacht shots?
Yacht shots. That'd be a good name of a extracurricular activity movie. Yacht shots. I do want to share something here real quick.
Bitches and boats.
No.
Yeah, beep out. Boats.
Well, we're live, bro. Ain't beeping out nothing.
Bitches and boats.
Ain't beeping out nothing. So I shared this with you guys earlier today. Nikki Javala shared this on Twitter. Just want to flash it up here real quick.
Ricky Gervais.
No, Nikki Javala.
Same. That's what I said.
The fan turnout for day 2 of Commanders training camp. Okay, it's just a picture with no context. Yes, there's not a lot of people there, but
is that the field they play on? The mud? No, I was joking. I know.
That's just the walkway to get there. But
I know.
So a lot of people that don't understand how they selected people to come to training camp this year, which the lottery, I think we can all agree. Yeah, the lottery was a terrible execution. Great idea, terrible execution. But I don't know what the sequence of events was. I'm sure other people do. I know day 1 was like the suite holders. I think maybe today is maybe club holders. Who knows, right? Don't know. But this tweet right here, if you just look at the quote tweets, is just going not viral. It's only 1,200, but people who are not fans of the team are just running with this. Like, how can you be a part of this team? And then they're flashing pictures and photos of other teams' training camp lines, and it's just like, okay, we get it. Like yes, it's circumstantial. If this is at Richmond, it wouldn't be this way. You know, I'm trying to remain optimistic, but man, people are just they're going in hard on this tweet. So if you guys get some time, go in and look at the quote tweets on these, and they're just it's a little a little embarrassing, but there's no context. But what can you do? I'm not going to go in and try to defend against every tweet that's talking derogatory about it, but it's out there. And I mean, not to mention, same day as old Mr. Schneider did his remote testimony, apparently went for 10 hours today. It started at 8 a.m. and didn't end till 6 p.m.
What went for 10 hours?
Dan Snyder's testimony.
They didn't show it
with Congress. No, it was not. It was not shown. Maybe ESPN will throw some highlights up, right? I don't know.
I thought that was. It is Thursday, isn't it? I thought it was like next week.
I didn't realize it was today either. But
I've been purposely turning the radio when they switch to it every time. Every time they bring it up, I turn the radio and there's something else.
Yeah.
I'm like,
what do you talk about for 10 hours?
That's how many chicks he was harassing.
I mean, he volunteered to do this. So
you understand is that have you ever? I'm sure y'all have seen some of this, but have y'all ever sat there and just watched an entire congressional hearing?
No.
Yeah, it's
like
I watched the last one. I watched that. You know,
it's so much sidebarring and bullshit and procedural stuff. And I get it. I used to do Robert's Rules of Order back and forth, and they used to use it to hijack all kinds of meetings. And they'll use that too. You're going to hear lots of point of order this, and I yield time here, and I do this. It's so much procedural stuff that drags it out. Not to mention that everybody's trying to get their 30-second soundbite in so that they can raise funds for the next election cycle. It's.
I seen Jon Stewart today, what he thought about Congress and Senate.
What's that?
Man, he had a absolute gem of a press conference today about how, he's trying to raise money for the veterans. And he went and basically talked straight up to Mitch McConnell and a couple other guys. And, man, basically he called them motherfuckers and everything, man. like he wasn't fucking around, man. You know what I'm saying? It was on C-SPAN live too. He was just he was
good.
on them, man. I tagged. I don't know if I tagged you, but it's something I retweeted it. He has a couple of pretty good things to say about Congress and Senate the Senate.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they need that stuff. It's good for them. Did you guys see that? We have announced there is a new sideline sideline commentating crew for the preseason. Did you guys hear that?
Who is it?
Go ahead and take a quick gander. I'm gonna let you.
D'Angelo Hall, or
let's preface this. This is just the preseason. At least that's what the team announced. But
so they got a whole new crew just for preseason.
I don't know. I posed that question. I expected.
Are they former players or just hot chicks?
Former players. So you have a sideline guy, you have a booth guy, and you have like a play-by-play guy.
Yeah, it's got sideline guys. Got to be Howell or Moss, right?
No.
Who is it? Is it a former player?
Yeah. All right.
It's Garcon then, right?
No.
I was hoping it's Garcon.
No.
I give up. Mark
You
Rippon.
give up. You give up. All right, here we go. I'm just going to show you. Ready?
Deion Sanders.
Boom.
It's a spinning circle, bro.
Hold on. It's coming. There you go.
I don't know who that guy is. Oh,
so
Walker.
Kenny Albert will be in the broadcast. If you know Kenny Albert, he's a national guy.
He does Knicks games before.
He said he's a former player. Kenny Albert.
Doc Walker, Redskin great, and Logan Paulson is going to be on the sideline. So Logan Paulson's doing what Chris Cooley used to do, and Doc's
is that Logan Paulson over there on the right?
Yes,
they are. No,
Logan's everywhere, man. He's on every show with Julie and Santana. I guess he's the new Cooley. We just better accept it and move on. So, hey, what's up, Ricardo? Old friend, actually started his own Facebook group, Washington Commanders Fanatics. Go check it out on Facebook. He was already chiming on the answer. I would
check it out, but I'm banned on Facebook, Ricardo.
He is in jail. He's
3
locked
more days.
up.
3 more days.
Yeah. Dev is trying to find that Shawshank way out, man. You just need to hit that shit pipe with a rock and just get yourself out of there.
I have nothing to do with Shawshank. I'm leaving that whole thing alone.
Yeah. And we got Jay checking in on YouTube saying, how come the burgundy on the white jersey is pink, Dev? It's just how it comes across. Right?
I think you need to be. I think you need to check your colorblindness.
No, it doesn't. So it doesn't look like my burgundy. See, I got burgundy. This is burgundy up behind me. It's a little bit.
It's definitely in person. It's definitely burgundy, but definitely looks basically red here. I think.
Oh, for real?
I mean, I don't know. It looks just to give you an example. I have on red shorts. Look, wow, red shorts. See. Not that much out. Or these actually burgundy shorts, see? Not that much out. Then look, this is a Washington towel. Look, see? It's a little bit different.
Yeah, the old one's the old burgundy's a little darker.
Right.
And didn't they redesign that shirt? Didn't they release another version of that shirt where it's a little more burgundy, I thought? I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I thought they did. Cardo says
is that a Chinese jersey?
It is.
This is, yeah.
Sure. That's why.
Yeah. Maybe. Carter said Logan breaks film down too. He's a beast at it. Hey, that's good. That's one of the things I appreciated from Chris Cooley was his ability to break down film on both sides of the ball. He was just very, very knowledgeable. Really like that about him.
By the way, Chris Cooley
was bad. I was hoping I wanted to see if Cooley could have ever, Cooley was doing a whole new playbook. He was doing a whole new playbook with a whole new word scheme and everything.
For what though? He just sitting at home making playbooks? What the fuck you gonna do with that?
Because he was actually going to take it to Jay back when Jay was coach.
Man, Jay don't give a fuck about that nigga's playbook.
Well, Jay's
like, nigga, they used mine in the Super Bowl. Like
he was like, it was my book or no book.
Yeah, right. It was my book in the Super Bowl they used. You know what I'm saying?
My book or no book. Just get over it.
I ain't worried about this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna act like Jay Gruden invented, spider wide banana or spider wide banana.
And you're gonna blame his daddy or his brother for it.
Two banana, classic Gruden call. What was it what did John Gruden call his?
It's a flare out to a running back.
No. His show on ESPN with rookie quarterbacks was so fascinating. No. Fired something about fired coaches of America, fired football coaches of America, FFCA. Because remember, he got fired from the Raiders or fired? Which one did he?
Bucks.
So he took the Raiders to the Super Bowl, then took the Bucks to the Super Bowl, then they eventually fired him. Then he did FFCA, did all the quarterback stuff, and then he came back to be a commentator, and then back to the Raiders, and then now he's at home thanks to Bruce Allen. So shout out to Bruce Allen. May you rot in hell forever.
Thanks to Dan Snyder's private investigators.
Yeah.
Like the police.
You see, Dan did some good. He exposed some racist bullshit.
I feel like Dan probably went in court today because we ain't heard shit about it. Like I figure if he went there and was a complete ass, they would have been like, "Oh, look what happened to Dan Snyder." But since they ain't said nothing, I'm to believe that Dan Snyder may have come out on top on this.
He's going to. He's got so much plausible deniability.
Well, there has to be a reason. Dan's no dummy, right? Why he said, I will volunteer versus you subpoenaing me. It has to be something about
But I
can tell you why.
liability. It has to be something about
there's a legal reason why. If he doesn't go under subpoena, he doesn't have to answer every question.
Right, he can say I plead the fifth.
What he answers.
He can say I plead the fifth.
If he's subpoenaed, he has to answer the questions put before him.
Or he has to say I plead the fifth, which makes him look worse in some cases.
Yeah.
So
interesting. I don't know if you guys seen it. I'm going to put it on the screen. You guys know that the NFL has implemented a new helmet that these guys got to wear. Believe it or not, all teams in the NFL, not just the Commanders. So I'm gonna flash it on the screen. It's very Mark Kelso like. If you remember the guy on the Bills who used to wear the double helmet.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Mark Kelso. Yeah, those are
so this is mandated by the NFL. Okay, it's not something that the team just decided they wanted to do. Like those helmets are there, and they have to wear it all the way until. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Damn, looks
we'll
like
click on the article.
On a kid on the
it does. I had to take a second look at it, but Guardian caps is what they're calling them.
I mean, if they keep real healthy,
after the worst sports franchise name in history.
I know Cleveland. It said that
Wizards is still worse than Guardians. I'm sorry.
I think Pelicans worse than Wizards. Wizards is the second worst name in franchise.
Pelicans
in sports
is at
history.
least a state bird. A fucking wizard. It's not even a real thing, bro.
Unless you run the Ku Klux Klan.
Right.
Well, that's true.
You're a grand wizard. Yeah.
Ricardo said he didn't meet with Congress. He met with their advisors. Oh, maybe that was the catch. Maybe that was the catch.
Oh, they're probably doing Discovery. That's why it was 10 hours.
Yeah.
So 11 hours. 11 hours according to JP
Finley.
My
cousin films those things.
11 hours according to your best friend JP Finley, Phil.
Okay. So for these Guardian caps, Ron Rivera's like, you definitely didn't see a clack of the helmets, but they have to wear them all the way, I want to say, through the second week of the season at practice. Really. They said there was a study done, and it's trying to nail back the seat. I guess the study showed that many people get these concussions early in the season. So these things are a way to mitigate the CTE, the blunt force trauma these guys are getting early on in the season. So they're still going to play games with it, but just practice, they will not have them on.
Here's my problem with this. All right.
Here you go. Offensive linemen, defensive linemen, tight ends, and linebackers. Every preseason practice between the start of training camp up until the second preseason game.
Everybody who leads with their head.
Yeah. So not
bangs heads on every play. See, here's the problem though. All right. Now you can play more reckless.
Yeah.
You can practice more reckless, which cool. We've kind of seen a lack of physicality in recent years in practices. Some would say for good reason. Others would say maybe not. But the problem is that you're just going to form the habits of, well, shit, I'm just going to lead with my head, force this fumble, and make this team. Guess what? You did that enough times, you're going to do it on the field. I really worry about that.
Yeah.
You're going to go an entire preseason and 2 weeks of regular season practice, and those caps are doing nothing to prevent you from using poor form and overly violent tactics that can also get you injured or someone else. So I get what they're doing, but at some point, and the problem is that everybody looks at safety equals more shit. Sometimes less is more. And I think that
they should just take the helmets off and do full contact.
I mean, hell,
I'm just joking. You said less is more. I was just running with it.
Put him in some leather.
Play with flags on practice.
Put them in some of those leather. Put them in some of those
old school leather helmets,
leatherhead helmets, and see what happens.
I need to get one of those. My brother, who I love dearly, but I hate him in football because he's an Eagles fan. He has a nice Eagles one, and I wish I need to get a Commanders one. Got a little furry.
I'll let Hutton might have one.
He has an old Redskins one. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's nice. But that's what I want to get.
Shout out to Hutton.
There's that everywhere.
Yep. Shout out to Bobby. I ain't seen her from Bobby in a while.
Oh, he's on social media.
No, he stepped down, didn't he?
I've seen him off and on Twitter.
Yeah, Bobby's still. Bobby's always been Bobby. I like Bobby.
So, Dev, have you got to listen to the new Commanders fight song by any chance?
I haven't heard it, but I have seen it.
You have not heard it?
I mean, I can pretty much, I don't know what the music's going to sound like or nothing, but I'm assuming in my mind I play it with the old music and I can hum the words. So I'll assume how it goes. I think it's stupid. I could easily do a fucking fight song, man. It's like all you gotta do is like, stand up and cheer. Stand up and cheer for your Commanders. For today we race. Burgundy gold above the rest. Rah, rah, rah. Like, this is my high school with the Commanders in it. That's easier, man. Our boys are fighting, and we are bound to win this fray. We got the team. We got the team.
I feel like you put some thought into this.
No,
he literally just took his high school fight song and put Commanders in it.
It's easy, bro. Like I don't understand.
Well, here's the question: you think they should have completely overhauled the song with completely new lyrics?
Should have overrode the whole thing or did nothing?
Completely
because at the end of the day, if you make it sound like the old one, they're just gonna sing the old one. So you might as well have done nothing. Like I like Jason Wright, man. I really do, and I hope he stays with us forever, bro. Yeah. But here's the stuff like this. It's got people saying, "Get that motherfucker out of there, dog." Because
Jason,
I think the problem with this stuff is that they need to stop trying to promote the old school people, man. Look, let it go, dog. Yeah. Like I understand having a day or two for these older guys here and there, but man,
here's the thing. The problem is that they're trying to serve two masters at once. Right. You can stick with a traditionalist approach and dabble in bringing younger fans in the process, or you can try to attract the younger fans, newer fans, and dabble enough to keep the old ones interested. They're trying to really 50-50 this, and I don't.
Both songs are terrible. Well, you know what?
Both songs are terrible.
Let's just listen to them and find out.
To be real honest, the first song was terrible. It's corny.
The worst part is
the first song was terrible, but it was ours. We liked it. I don't know, man. I think honestly, man, they should just do no fight song. Let the crowd sing the old one, man. That's
go.
out of their hands.
This is option 1. 42 seconds. Let's go.
2, 3, and hail to the Commanders. Hail victory.
Who's singing?
Fight for our Commanders.
I know who's singing.
Fight for old DC. Run or pass or score, we want a lot more. Beat them, swamp them, touchdown, let the points soar. Fight on, till you have won all of Washington. Rah. Hail to the Commanders. Hail victory. Fight for our Commanders. Fight for old DC.
Like you're right, Phil. When you said it, they could have. That double up on Commanders just really, it just gets me. It does not do me well.
Here's the thing, okay? I hate two things I hate about this. All right. I hate the double up on Commanders. It just feels weak.
Should let me do it.
You could have said fight for our district, fight for the district, fight for old DC, or fight for
for our city.
Yes, I mean anything,
right? But
they could just say hail to the Commanders again
until you have won all of Washington. No, it's Sons of Washington.
They could just say hail to the Commanders.
Yeah, and what Sons of Washington? What is wrong with Sons of Washington? Absolutely nothing. There is no negative Native American connotation.
Sons of Washington whatsoever. Is supposed to emphasize the fact that they are the whenever you have the sons of anything, it's the sons of something great.
Yeah.
Right?
They are the sons of forefathers is what it's trying to say. Yeah,
but it's talking about the city, not talking about.
Well, let's listen to the second one here.
It's not gonna matter. They're gonna sing the old one anyways. It's going to be Braves on the warpath anyways. It's not
hail to the Commanders.
Oh, God.
Hail victory.
Could have used the beat, though.
Leaders on a mission.
I know.
Fight for old DC. Runner, passer, score, we want a lot more.
Lot more.
Beat 'em, swamp 'em, touchdown, let the points soar.
Point score.
Fight on, till you have won all of Washington. Rock,
Oi,
rock,
oi,
rock.
oi.
Hail to the Commanders.
Stupid.
Hail victory. Leaders on a mission. Fight for old DC.
You ever wonder if they just wanted to be fight for our Commanders and they put the dumbest shit against it so that they obviously won't win?
Garbanzo beans, man. Hey, surprise guest tonight. We had him in the stream. He's coming in from left field like Hulk Hogan runs in from the stands. Let's bring in our boy Ricardo Reynolds. What's up, Ricardo? Welcome to the stream,
Ricky,
bro.
Ricardo.
How you doing,
What
man?
up?
Can you hear us all right?
What up, man?
Ricardo's about to come
Yeah.
in with a 4-9.
Rick,
Hold on, let me get my
long time no
sound
see,
straight.
man. How you doing?
Slick Rick.
Yep.
Man, I got
Corey
you on the
Lott says,
laptop, y'all.
all right, join us back up.
I agree, Corey. I understand. Like, they really should have changed it. They should just change the whole fucking song. I tell you what, man.
Too, though.
Put
How you
with
update
No Limit Soldier, put a tank out there, bro. We know limit. Hey,
Come on,
they run out. It'd be hard, dog. Forget that.
No. They would no, because they would say that's still too old because that's almost 30 years old now or some other bullshit. They were like, our fight song's gonna talk about how we busting for real.
I definitely don't like the whole leaders on mission. Like, booty.
I appreciate that they're trying to do something different with that line, other than repeat Commanders again. But no, you could just.
They could have gone wham. Come on, Manders.
Little Boy George style. I guess you could do a lot of different things.
That's Boy George.
I mean,
Culture Club. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I gotta be really, really, really nice because I know who sang that song. I know who's singing.
It's okay. Hey, they're trying.
Who's singing?
Marcus said, play that old Seamotor song. Down with my because I'm down for a minute. That's what he's talking about.
I know the song. I was outside, but
man,
here's the thing. All right, part of it is the fact that you got. Listen, it's. I know who's singing it. It's Joey and his husband are singing the song.
The singing's fine. It's not nothing wrong with the singing. It sounds great.
They should have realized that if you're just going to sing it and you're going to have no music, you're not going to have an audience. It's not going to have the same emphasis.
Right.
It's going to sound weak. If you put this out with full production, I might buy into one of these just because I'm like, hell yeah, listen to that band, listen to the song, listen to all this.
I think
exactly
those guys were obviously called the songbirds of their generation, bro. They, at the what's the name, Social, with Will Ferrell now.
I can't even look at them. Can't even look at them. It's me. You're good. What they should have did was use this opportunity to broadcast the new band. Hey, the band's playing in the background. Here's a new fight song. Bam, sing it. Because the voice, they can sing it well.
They should have had Daniel Snyder sing that shit with the band personally. That's what they should have did.
I can only think of South Park when I think of him doing anything outside of his normal role, and it is hilarious.
Dan Snyder ain't singing a fight song unless it's got references to his Tims.
Yeah,
come out there and some Tims and some.
Well, if you haven't listened to it, go back and listen to it. We had a retired member of the Redskins band, buddy Chop. I know him as Slow Mo. See him all the time in the DC area, but he's a retired member. He came to visit us on the show here a couple weeks ago, gave us a scoop, gave us a lowdown. He saw the sheet music. He was like, yep, that's the exact same tune as Hail to the Redskins. So there will be nothing shocking here. There was no words to it. He's like, but anyone can play that. It's very simple. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but oh man, fellas, fight song. I'm just ready to play. I'm just ready to see football. I can't wait for the preseason. I cannot wait.
We need to look at this point. We just need to jump out to like a 4-0 start, like real hot, right? We just need and just bludgeon people. And I will forgive all of that for a 12-win season. I don't think we're going to win.
Okay, Anthony Barr.
Huh?
Okay, Anthony Barr while you're at it.
The linebacker?
Yeah, I heard we're looking for him. Looking at him.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And a Schobel from the Bills. Whatever his name is.
I don't know.
Schobel or something like that.
Not sure.
Yeah, I think they're trying to wait for.
Where'd you see that?
On the interwebs. Hold on, Anthony Barr.
I mean, Landon's still out there too. So is Hightower. We keep saying it. Hightower, Landon, and Anthony Barr all available. Available for signing. Come get them.
2 NFC East teams reportedly interested in signing Anthony Barr: the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, but would Anthony Barr just be depth?
I mean, we only got 2 linebackers.
You mean Cole and Jamin?
You don't think Cole and Jamin's worse? You think Anthony Barr is not better than Cole or Jamin?
It's hard to.
I don't know.
He's just older. The only reason he wants more money than he's entitled to because he's older. I think that's the only reason he's a free agent. I think he's better than both of these guys. Plus, he plays outside, right? He's not a Mike, is he? He's like a weak side.
I don't know.
So weak side linebacker, I think.
I don't know.
Will?
Because I don't know where they're going to line up playing Jamin Davis at, to be honest with you.
Jamin Davis is Will. He told us that.
Yeah. Are there any specific battles you guys are looking forward to watching?
I'm interested in seeing if Cole Turner, is that his name, the new guy?
Yeah.
If he can overtake Bates as a number 2 receiver, as a number 2 tight end, because I anticipate Thomas missing some time.
Yeah, he will, for sure.
So I think that him having the hands that he has and his ability to catch the ball downfield, I think maybe he lends more for a dynamic offense than Bates.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that will work. I also wonder, Heineke versus
Hal.
Hal.
Yeah. I think a good one's going to be
Harold.
So we got a lot of DBs, right? Percy Butler, Derek Forrest. If you're just running those different packages, who's going to be that final DB out there? You could put St. Juice in there, Danny Johnson. Like, who's going to be?
St. Juice has been playing the nickelback, right? The slide.
I think so. And then another one, right guard. I know people said that it wasn't going to happen, but Trey Turner and Wes Schweitzer is going to be It's going to be a
line battle. So crazy.
I tell you what's going to happen though. I think that Turner might win that job, and only because Schweitzer is more valuable as a swing guard and center, and it would be hard to put him in as a starting guard, and Roulier and all the way back, or he get hurt, or your other guard get hurt. Do you really trust?
Right.
Yeah, I just wonder if he's more valuable off the bench he is a starter in this case. But I've seen everything I need to out of Schweitzer last year to be a starter, man. That guy's nasty, bro. I'm rooting for him. That's the guy I'm rooting for. If Turner beats him out, man, then he had to have earned it. So I'll trust the process.
Yeah.
But,
hey, Ricardo, can you hear us? Say something.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear. You good?
That's what I'm talking about. I had to break out the old Bob Marley
head.
There you go. Shit, I got some on too. I'm glad to see
you joints be cranking.
Welcome, man. We were just talking about the fight song here real quick. Let's get your quick take on the fight song. You heard both versions, right? You heard
I didn't want to. I probably shouldn't have.
And Leaders on a Mission. I mean, it's going to be one of them.
I'm saying about it when they come on, when they get run out.
Anyone remember in the mid 90s the WWF had that tag team Men on a Mission?
No.
Exactly what I think of.
Nobody knows what you're talking about, Phil.
All right, well, you know what? I know there's somebody out there that does, and they'll laugh because they'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Man.
Fucking Mo and Mabel.
Well, you got to pick one.
I do know. I remember Mo and Mabel. The big black Mabel with the blonde hair.
Yeah. Men on a Mission. So whenever I hear Leaders on a Mission, that's exactly what I think of.
I do remember that.
Man, if I had to pick one, I'm probably gonna go with the one that say Leaders on a Mission.
You think so?
Fight for our commanders. That's just something about that.
That's the line that just kills me.
I don't know if they just don't say "Hell to the Commanders" again.
I'd rather take
honestly. I wrote it. I was like, man, why they ain't just say "Commanders on the Warpath"? If you gonna just take the song and put the name in there,
it's hard melodically to say that. But
no, it's not.
I wonder how can you do it? Hell to put the words up.
Hail
again,
to the Commanders.
Ricardo's going to say
Hail victory. Commanders on the warpath. Fight for ODC.
Isn't Warpath too red skinny, which they're trying to get away from?
I mean, the whole song is red skinny, so I mean,
it's definitely all native. There's no way that.
They should have just said, "We're gonna come and scalp you."
Right. Basically,
put your head on a pike.
Evil white man is coming. Smallpox.
Oh man! Hey Ricardo, we're kind of moving on to some position battles in camp. Is there any position battles, any particular spot you're looking at, seeing how it fleshes out, and who's gonna rise to the top and who's gonna fall to the bottom? No, it's only day 2, but gotta ask you,
man. If I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna probably go with that running back position. I think that's the most underrated battle in camp.
I don't think it's a battle unless dude fumbles, which probably gonna happen.
I think it is, since Gibson has a hamstring injury right now.
Man, as long as he doesn't fumble, I think that's Gibson's job, bro.
I don't think so, man. You got a real running back in the building now,
Robinson. So here's a question: if Gibson is, let's just hypothetically say Gibson is 1, McKissick is 2, Robinson is 3, just for all intents and purposes. If Gibson goes down, does that bring Robinson up to the front to do the bulk load and McKissick just stays third down? Because that happened last year and McKissick got all the reps.
No, we didn't remember the Giants game. Well, McKissick went down, I think, for that Giants game. Patterson came on later in the year. Patterson came on in that Giants game.
Yeah. I don't know if Patterson makes this squad with Robinson on the team now.
Well, they kept 4 running backs last year.
I think they keep him initially. I think a lot of pup gets him enough room to stay.
Yeah. That's interesting. Running back.
So I think that's a situation by default for him. Not to say he's a bad running back. I think he's pretty good and worth keeping, but
hey, competition breeds, iron sharpens iron, right? Competition breeds greatness.
And I mean, this is year 2 for him, so he got experience under his belt.
I don't know if we keep 4 defensive tackles, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus said the 4th defensive tackle and linebacker.
I don't think we'll keep 4 defensive tackles. I think they're gonna keep Shaka and Tony and James Smith-Williams, or his name is. I think they're gonna keep those 2 in the ends, but I think they're only keeping 1, and that's Fedarian Mathis.
I don't know. What about the cat Hill though?
2 is the end.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You think they're gonna cut him?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think that's gonna be the one they keep. That's gonna keep 3 backup ends. I think Young could start on pup. Obviously, he will. So you're right. Hill gets the benefit of staying.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think he gets the benefit of the doubt.
Keep Hill, Williams, and Shaka.
I would go Shaka Tony before 2.
I would go Shaka Tony.
Yeah, but they're gonna keep all of them. They're gonna keep all 3 of them dudes, man,
for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing for the saving grace for James Smith-Williams is he could play that defensive tackle too.
Right.
Yeah. When you look at the depth chart here, we were talking 4th defensive tackles. You got Deron Payne, David Bada, Justin Hamilton.
Oh, and remember they picked up F.A. Bada.
I forgot David Bada's on the team.
David Bada, Fedarian Mathis, and then the outside looking in is Justin Hamilton and Tyler Clark. Where were those Jags?
F.E.O. Bada from the Ravens. That dude's nasty, bro.
That's not the same one we have, though, is it?
Nah, yeah, that's him. Right? That's not
David,
him.
He came from Buffalo.
Buffalo.
He came from Buffalo.
I thought he was one from the Ravens.
No, we got a David Bada and a F.A. Bada. That's 2 different people.
Okay. Which one? Did any of them come from the Ravens? Am I tripping?
I don't know about the Ravens. I know F.A. came from
It's David Bada and F.E. is an old Bada, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think F.E.O. Bada went to the Ravens. I could be wrong, though, man. Let me see here.
I don't know.
I keep forgetting that.
He went to the Bills.
Hey, welcome, Corey. The Sanchez is in the building. Look at those leaders on the mission.
We on the mission.
Yeah, 4 sacks. Yeah, F.E.O. Bada had 4 sacks last year, bro.
Shout out to On the Warpath. Go sub him up on YouTube. I heard a rumor he helped choose the lyrics of those fight songs. So go sub up to Corey.
Corey.
I did say that second one. I'd rather leaders on a mission.
Hey, shout out to Ref the District. Also, another good friend of the show. Go hit him up on YouTube. Like I said earlier, we command this. We're doing the wide receiver prediction for the 50-man roster with our friends Ref the District. So stay tuned for that. It'll be on their channel as we get closer to camp. But we're just talking camp battles now. Who else? Any other battles you guys looking forward to seeing?
What they change it to dance, going to prison, and then like,
oh, dude,
he's not.
So David Bada, 6'4", 293, one season. He's from Munich, Germany. So
I'm talking about Effie Bada. He had 3.5 sacks last year, bro.
Effie Bada.
For Buffalo.
He's in the 4th string.
Yeah, he was on that good. He was within that rotation for Buffalo. So
he played. Settles took his job.
Matter of fact, come to think about it, he came from Carolina before he went to Buffalo.
Right.
Did he? Effie Obada. Effie Obada.
I thought it was the other guy that played for the Ravens, but I think that's his brother or some shit. I just read. They got a rookie, Obada.
Yeah. Any Phil, you looking at any camp battles going into this camp? See who's going to rise to the top.
I'm really interested to see a couple things. One is how the offensive line shakes out, because you've got a number of dudes who can start. I know we got Trey Turner, I know we got Noel, and and so forth. But let's get Wes Schweitzer, and could one of those guys move over? If Chase Rouillet comes back and doesn't look 100%, could one of those guys slide over to center, like slide over old Schweitzer, and then Trey Turner come up? It's kind of hard to tell. I know that the tackles are locked. Leno and Cosme are going nowhere. The interior line, the guards, there's a couple of them there that you can definitely rotate and see what happens.
And Phil,
I think that Carolina connection kind of saves Trey Turner and Andrew Norwell, though.
Yeah,
remember both of them came from North Carolina.
We don't owe him too much.
Norwell went to Pro Bowl, man.
So did Trey Turner.
Dev, I need you to pronounce the backup left guard for me. Can you do that?
Oh, Bo Bishwell.
That's probably what I would have said too.
That's what I'm saying. How I see it.
Ben Showell.
It's Ben Showell.
Who is this dude? Who is this guy?
Bo Benchwell? We picked him up last year, or was it last year?
Yeah, last year.
It was last year.
We got a Chris Paul as a third guard. What he gave up?
I don't want to sound racist, but I bet that nigga Tyrese Robinson's black. The blackest name. That's the blackest name I've ever heard in my life. Next to Draymond Green. That's like the blackest name.
I hope he's not. For your sake, I hope he's not.
It's like the Maryland Sniper. It's like when I saw the Maryland Sniper, it's like ain't no way that dude's white. There's no way that dude's black. There's no way this dude's black when I heard about it. Then when I seen it, I was like, damn, he's black.
Oh, they don't got a picture. They just got a big old fat W for his profile picture. So I guess we'll have to wait.
It stands for not white. There's no way.
Bo Ben Showell is from Wisconsin. 6'6", 300 pounds.
Is that Nolan Laufenberg? Is he? I'm pretty sure his dad was a quarterback here, a backup.
Somebody think his dad's name Babe Laufenberg.
Not Babe. Babe. Yeah, Babe. Let's see.
Is that Babe's son? Because I know Babe had a kid that played.
No, I think Laufenberg, the one that started this Babe, is L.O., not L.A.
Marcus says Chris Paul was a draft pick. I didn't realize that. From us?
From Georgia Tech? Like that nigga?
Nolan Laufenberg.
He was like number 7 or number 6.
Oh, yeah, he was a center. Wasn't he a center in college? Am I tripping?
No, he doesn't have any mention of his dad here. So
Nolan Laufenberg went to Air Force.
Yeah, Babe Laufenberg is spelled different, man.
Well, no, it's spelled the same way, Laufenberg, but
never heard, don't know. That's interesting.
I think all of them guys I've never heard of should make it over to Sadiq Charles. That's just my
Mr. I played 3 snaps and I tear my ACL down for the season.
I tell you one that nobody's mentioned.
Towards kneecap.
Kneecap.
Right,
That's
kneecap,
right.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Babe Laufenberg had the kid that died of leukemia, and he was a football player. Never mind.
Here it is. Diami Brown, I think. Diami Brown, Kevin Harmon, Dak Milne, and Cam Sims. That little group there. I think there's only room for like maybe 2 of those.
Dude, to me, that's
going to be Kelvin Harmon too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Kelvin Harmon, Milne, Sims. Diami's price safe.
wide receivers to me is going to be the one to watch.
And I'm gonna keep it real.
Be a number one or number two.
Dax Milne was better than him last year, bro. So I mean, I don't know. Like at somewhere,
I think
in some place, productivity has to matter, bro. Productivity has to matter.
You gotta understand. You get a guy who's raw. He may take a year to now. By year 2, you'll know if he's any good.
But now year 2, he also got Jahan Dotson in his job.
And now year 2, he's also got
Curtis
Carson
Samuel might be healthy.
Not short arm Heineke.
Yeah,
I think he'll get less chances.
Corey says, now that Curtis Samuel seems like he's healthy, I think competition for the 4 through 6 spot is interesting. It is.
I think Dax makes the team because none of those other guys run the slot. Dax does. Yeah. So you got to have a backup for Samuel.
Why you got to be in the slot? Just because he's short, fast, and white? Is that why he's in the slot?
That's where he plays, though.
Adam Humphrey style?
Yeah.
Marcus says Diami is safe. Diami's safe.
I think Diami's safe. Yeah,
I think Cam Simmons is safe. He signed a contract. Guaranteed money.
I mean, this is ESPN, but he ain't even on this right here. So you have to factor him in. That's 6. Samuel, Dotson, Terry. Oh, never. He's on this list. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think this could be the position that gets an extra guy in because all the tight ends are going to be on pup.
Yeah.
I think this is the position that could get the extra guy in.
I mean, if anyone, it's Kelvin Harmon, right? He's going to be the guy.
Kelvin Harmon is the outside looking in, but he's.
I agree with Phil on that one. I think Kelvin Harmon is that guy.
Yeah, I think he's
outside. If anybody outside that top 6 makes this team and gets onto that second string, it's going to be Kelvin Harmon.
Yeah. What's up, Greg Delaney? Thanks for tuning in, man. He said Harmon's not making the roster. That's a bold
it's very possible just because it's tough competition there for that 4 through 6 slot. Yeah. You've got 3 slots and 4 guys.
Is Alex Armour making the team?
Well, so hold on. Alex Armour? Traditionally, a team keeps 6, right?
Mm-hmm. If you're a 3-wide team like ours, yes.
Yes. So that leaves a lot of extra room for, and usually I guarantee one of that 6 is playing teams. So who are those plays teams? Cam is one of them.
Well, Dax Milne definitely plays teams.
So that's
the only one of those guys that doesn't play teams is Diami.
Yep.
Right.
Which I think he did in college.
And he ain't getting cut. Diami, I feel
he ain't getting cut.
Yeah, he ain't getting cut, man. So that's why we all think Harmon's going to be the guy cut. But man,
Marcus said Samuel and Terry can play the slot.
Ooh. Yeah. Cam played
so can Jahan.
Jahan can play the slot too.
Cam actually played the slot.
Cam played the slot, right?
Right.
In
He's a big ass slot wide receiver, though.
Art Monk was a big wide receiver slot.
Yeah. So we can assume that Kyra McGowan and Jaquez Izzard is not making the team. Mark and Michael McKell, they might not gonna make the team either.
Alex Armour, I don't think makes it either. I don't think we keep
Alex Erickson.
That Carolina tie might get him in the door. Who knows?
No.
It's camp fodder.
Alex Erickson, 7th season from Wisconsin, 6'0", 195. He's been on the Texans.
I remember on the Bengals.
He's been around.
I feel like he's been on the Bengals. Am I tripping?
Well, he's 6'0", 195, and he's white, so he can play slot, Dev.
All you gotta do is be white, I guess.
He's Cincinnati and Carolina. It's like Ricardo said, maybe the Cincinnati, but he was only in Carolina last year. He was a punt returner.
I mean,
that's what he did.
He
made one pass.
Oh, that's kick returns. Never mind. I saw a number here and I was like, wait a minute. And I was like,
he played in Cincinnati too. He only had three catches for 55 yards last year. So, and in Cincinnati in 2019, his best year, 43 catches for under 529 yards.
I remember playing for Cincinnati, bro. I remember that.
I don't know. Corey says he thinks Cam is safe. Yeah, I think Cam is safe.
I think Cam's safe.
Yeah,
I
hope he makes him. He
signed a guaranteed contract. I hope we use him at the beginning of the year this time. Seems like every year we have him, we wait till the end of the year and have to use him. He shows out.
Yeah.
I hope they give him the ball early in the year this year.
Well, not only that, he's the biggest receiver we got.
Dude, was he 6'6"?
We do got a 6'8", 6'9" tight end and a couple 6'7", 6'8" tight ends.
Harmon's 6'3", and then everybody else is 6'1" or less.
Yeah.
Right.
Marcus says, I love Kelvin Harmon. And Corey says, all 3 starters can play the slot. And for that matter, so can Diami. It's diversity.
Too. When I saw him in camp his rookie year, I was like, damn, this kid's got talent.
Yeah. Man. Hey, Ricardo, this is your first time on here, and what we like to do with everyone that comes on here for the first time is tell us your fan story. So how did you become a fan of this team? Like, how were you brought in becoming a fan of this team, whether it's family or being raised a certain way, or just let us know how that turned out for you.
Oh man. So yeah, I was raised as a fan. It wouldn't have been no other way, you know.
Are you from that area?
Yeah, from DC, man. Still live right down the street from FedEx, man. I ain't moving too far. But yeah, my mom, my uncle, father was a Dallas fan. He tried to sway me, you know. Yeah, that one.
Wow.
That's a tough,
son.
that's a tough one, you know. He took that kind of hard, but you know, told him I'd never abandon the burgundy and gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not nothing major, man. Just grew up in it. That's all.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
You know, I think I've told this story on here, but I met my dad at a Spades game. I was like 19.
For real?
Dead ass. And man, I swear on everything. The first time I ever had a whole conversation with him, man. Our birthdays are the exact same day, and we both are Redskins fans for our whole lives. Didn't even know each other.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How did you know it was him though?
Well, that's another story. I come home, like my mom had the house where everybody plays spades, dominoes, and shit every weekend, nights and shit. So I was in college. I was a freshman. I come home because it was like before school. It was like summer track or some shit. But we were all going to like a bar in the next county. So I was like, I'll drop some clothes off, have my dudes watching motherfuckers. I pick them up on the way home. So I stopped by the crib to basically go upstairs, go in my little safe, get some weed out, and throw the clothes in the washing machine. So I come downstairs, and I saw all kinds of niggas in the crib, and he was like, "Hey man, come here, little nigga, come here." I was like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "I'm your dad." That's basically how it went.
He Darth Vadered you on the spot.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
Yo.
Then I went to the strip club right after that.
Partner.
Right.
I probably had like 3 conversations with him since. But man, there's a lot of crazy stories. I went to college, man, and I walked across campus one time, and he was just on campus. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing here, man?" He was like, "Oh, I came to visit your sister." So I had a sister with the campus, with the school there too, and she lived right down the hall, and I hung out with her every day. Didn't know she was my sister. Thank God.
Thank goodness you didn't do anything else.
Man, glad it didn't go no further.
It was Kentucky though, right? So that'd have been okay.
She's 6'5" and hideous. By the way,
it was Kentucky, right?
She's like 6'5" and she's 6'5" and hideous. But she rest in peace. She died of breast cancer.
Rest in peace.
She's the funniest, kindest person ever. I got to know her real well. We were real good friends. I was knocking down her roommate the whole time. It was crazy stuff going on, man. Yeah.
So close, man, yet so far away. Hey, Ricardo, so what do you, in your opinion, what are we in store for this team this year? Like, what are you feeling about this team? You got good vibes, bad vibes? Like, how do you feel about this team heading into 2022?
Oh man, I got good vibes.
Good vibes.
I can't even fake it. I've been trying to be on that wait and see train, and it's kind of hard to just sit there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hear all the stories coming out, and I mean, you see the mentality of the players they bringing in, the young guys they done brought in, and it's like, man, how can you not get caught up in the hype of it? So I definitely feel a good vibe in the air.
Is it a different feeling than years past? I keep saying that every year, but I swear it just feels a little bit different.
It feels a little bit different.
It feels a little more genuine.
Yeah,
a little more real.
Like, I was about to say, you got guys here who want to play football.
Which is
they ain't just coming
haven't
for a
seen
check
in a long time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So have you looked at the schedule so far this year?
I peeped at it, man.
Yeah, I'll flash it up here real quick, and then let's get your take real quick before we shut this thing down. How do you think we're going to do based on the schedule? Because I think it's in our favor that we're going to start off. We have the potential to start off pretty damn hot if you look at who we're playing. So Jacksonville, Detroit, Philly.
Oh, I'm looking at 2-0 on that one, man.
Exactly, 2-0. Expectations are going to be high. That's going to be without Chase Young.
But I mean, you got to remember, they looking at us thinking probably the same thing.
Yeah, they are. And
I don't think Jacksonville looking at anyone.
Jacksonville hype wagon. I'm like,
I don't think Jacksonville looking at anyone.
Trevor Lawrence was never going to be as good as y'all thought it was going to be, and I called it on that draft night.
I don't think.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
I don't
I'm gonna
think
say
Trevor
this
Lawrence
in
is
reference to Trevor
as bad as he
Lawrence.
was last year, bro. I don't think he's
The only thing that's gonna scare me about Trevor Lawrence is he got Doug Peterson in his corner now.
Right.
And he made Nick Foles look like
he's known to transform quarterbacks.
the ultimate. So
yeah, he's gonna do a dumbass read option, quit throwing
he
shit.
didn't make Jalen Hurts look like that.
I don't know what Jalen Hurts is doing, man.
I mean, clearly we're not picked to win the division. Everyone keeps somehow giving Philadelphia this credit.
Philadelphia division.
Yeah. I don't know how. And I know Dallas lost Amari Cooper. They lost Randy Gregory. I think they lost a couple other pieces, but
who was it?
Dallas lost three receivers.
Yeah.
Somebody on
Gallup. They lost Gallup too.
No, they got Gallup.
He's gone to week 8 or 9 though. Gallup's gone to like week 8 or 9 though because he tore his knee up at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so they lost him for the half the year. They got Williams ain't there, he's gone, and they lost Cooper. Right. And the tight end's holding out till he gets a contract. He's refusing.
So it's going to be the CeeDee Lamb show.
Well, CeeDee Lamb is a great number 2.
That's
CeeDee Lamb's a number 1, bro. You tripping? I mean, I like CeeDee. I'm not going to dog CeeDee Lamb.
He's a good dude, man.
That ain't enough.
Corey Lott says, I'm feeling very optimistic. Can't wait to see it when it counts. Yeah, straight up. I mean, preseason will be telling. Marcus says, I love that they're overlooking us. And that's how it's always fun to come, the quiet, professional, no expectation. Then you just come out there and, bam, just.
That's always one team that does it. Cincinnati was that team last year. It's always one team that does it.
Yeah.
It does way more than you think they should. I'll tell you another thing I'm looking at too. In the what's the division with I think we talked about it last podcast. The Raiders, Kansas City,
AFC West. AFC West.
Man, there's a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams that might not make it.
Good teams.
That are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did you see this though? That what was it? Robert Turbin of NFL Network, former NFL player, predicted that the Washington Commanders will win the NFC East.
That was like a day or two ago, right, Phil?
Yeah,
I did see that.
I think so. I want to say it too, but I'm not going to.
Bucky Brooks and William McGinnis all started laughing at it, and he sat there and actually explained it because he actually gave depth instead of just being Bucky Brooks's dumbass. I used to like Bucky Brooks too, but man, he just jumped on the bandwagon as soon as the name changed. He changed how he approached his journalism.
Booger McFarland thinks that Chase Young's getting 20 sacks this year somehow, some magical way, which is not happening.
Well, I mean, not if he's missing all his games, but if he comes back hungry, you never know.
So here's a question for you guys before we shut this thing down: who is the player that has the most to prove on this team going into 2022?
Obviously, it's Chase Young, right?
You think it's Chase Young?
I think it's Chase when he comes.
I think it's Wentz, because
I was going to say Carson Wentz.
I think he's done. If he has anything below a good year, I think he can't be average. Because if he's average, you're in a situation where now Washington's like, man, even if we win, let's say we win 10 games.
Are you talking about average for an NFL quarterback or average Carson Wentz?
I'm saying an average.
Or average for this team.
I'm talking about an average NFL quarterback. I'm talking about
35 yards.
But wouldn't that be better than anything we've had?
Yes. Yeah, but
that would kind of be hard to cut.
It would be hard to cut, and that's the level they'd be at. Because look at this. If they keep an average quarterback, you're thinking they got to pay him $30-something million next year, right? But next year, there's like 6 guys going to the team. Quarterback. There's at least 6 quarterbacks going next year, man. In the first round, fact. And I'm saying if he's average, let's say he throws 3,400 yards, 22 touchdowns, 10, 12 interceptions. That's an average year, dog. That's an average starting quarterback that's good. Not a bad quarterback. That's a good quarterback. Solid. Right? That's like right below Kirk Cousins, man. That's a solid quarterback.
I'd kill for that.
So yeah. But the thing is, do you look at that and say, I want to keep giving this guy $30-something million for 3 more years? Or
he's
right
not
now,
getting $30-something million. He's only going to get $20-something million.
All right, I'm talking about next year though. What's he get next year if he's on the team?
Next year it's like 26 or 28.
Next year it's like $20-something million.
But what's the year after? It's every year after that.
No,
non-guaranteed.
He only has 3 years. He only has 3 years. And
are they all non-guaranteed? Those I'm asking.
They're all. This is the
non-guaranteed. Yeah.
All 3 are non-guaranteed. and they max out in the 20s, he actually gets paid more this year than he would in his non-guaranteed year.
Means he could be a bargain.
But yeah, he could be a steal, man. But I'm wondering if you don't take a chance at one of these young guys next year, though. If he's less than good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's less than good.
That's why I think they brought in Sam Howell to develop.
You, man.
Who was arguably first round talent. It slipped to the third.
But even if he's not that good, think about it. We're not going to be drafting that high to get one of those great quarterbacks coming out.
Man, that's going to be 6 in the first round. That's not 6 teams that need a quarterback, bro.
You never know.
That's not 6 teams that's going to take one. Next year, I don't know.
Billy's gonna be looking for a quarterback in the next.
Miami might be looking for a quarterback,
right? That's only 3 though. That's only
Indianapolis might be looking for a quarterback.
That's only 3 or 4 though.
Seattle will be looking for a quarterback.
One of these teams that struck out last year or this year will be looking for a quarterback.
Houston Texans will be looking for a quarterback.
I don't think Houston. I think Mills is going to be better than all these dudes, man.
Hey, if he's as good as as big as his neck is, man, he's gonna be on point.
That dude's got a Burton Hanks neck.
Dude, he does. Greg Delaney says Chase Young has the most.
Actually, do you know who I think has the most to prove? Because he's going to get a full 16 games to do it. Is Montez Sweat.
That's okay.
Yeah, he gets paid. He got to get paid next
year. That's an interesting one. Yeah, he do.
Yeah, he paid next year.
Sweat's got a year on Chase. All right.
Washington's going to decide between Payne and Sweat, bro.
Consistent. Can't keep them both.
Right.
We talked about that the other day. So what if Sweat has those 20 sacks, and it's Sweat's contract year coming up? Like, how do you commit to Sweat and then hey, Chase,
we can do it.
We got you for 2 more years, but we'll see how it goes.
If he can show he can do it.
That's exactly what you do. And you got franchise tags to keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you do.
Yeah.
It's cheap. It's cheap to franchise a defensive end, man.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone else.
Going back to Des' comment, CeeDee Lamb had Cooper and Gallup, helped him now. Now teams will game plan versus him, and we'll see how he is as a number 1 receiver. That's true.
He's gonna get all the catches.
Yep.
This is what happens.
Marcus also said Deron Payne has the most proof. I think Deron Payne's gone. He should already be gone. He should have been gone in April. They should have.
Well, he still got to prove something to other teams, though. Yeah, that he's worthy of that big contract.
I think he had a big enough resume. We could have traded him for. Man, if we could at least got a 2nd-round pick,
you would have got a late first for him, maybe.
You know, they should have did it.
I think
he really good team.
John Allen gets you a late first, maybe.
To a really good team that's going to be picking late, like a New England or somebody that they don't care about first-round picks.
Greg says Wentz would be hard to move on from. He is the first real quarterback we've had in a very long time.
I think he has to play bad to lose it. I think he has to. Yeah. He end up with like 4 interceptions his first 3 games, dog. They're gonna be crying for Howell, or especially if Howell goes off. It's all set up for Howell to have a great preseason. By the way, it's all set up for that.
I hope so.
That, you know,
it's all set up for us to trade Taylor Heineke.
It's definitely going to happen. That nigga's gonna play. That nigga's gonna play the second. He's gonna play the second, third stringers with Diami, who he has a chemistry with. With Diami, who he has a chemistry with. Bro.
Oh, you know he's gonna go 60 yards plus like 3 times.
Right, it's gonna happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
As soon as he goes up there and those interceptions.
Y'all forget that Sam Howell can run. Like he'll rip off some 30-yard runs.
Yep.
He'll throw some bombs to Diami.
Howell's like a running back. He's built like a running back.
That could be our future.
Yeah. Greg says Ron Rivera is not forfeit draft picks to move. Pittsburgh will be looking for Colts, Eagles, Giants, Seattle. Yeah, Ron's not a big I'm going to move up in the draft sort of guy. He gets his number. He kind of stays put. So who knows? Marcus says Sweat has 2 more years and Young has 3 more years. So
yes, that's why I say Sweat's got to prove it this year.
But going into next year, it puts him in his 4th year, right? We don't know. Or do we already?
It's 5th year. He's a 1st-round pick.
Okay, we already put the option on him for 5th, which you can sign him early. You have that option to sign him. Extend him. You could.
This is his 4th year.
Or no, what I mean is you could extend him.
This is his
off season. You can extend him in the off season if you wanted.
But you can extend him. You can extend him in the off season with the final year remaining.
Pick up the 5th-year tender.
Yeah, which is what you should do.
And he'll be cheap on a 5th-year tender as opposed to extend. Or you pick up the 5th-year tender and extend him, so you get him cheap.
That's what I'm saying. Pick up the 5th-year tender.
Yeah.
Then you work on extending him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can do it. And even here's the thing, even if he has a good year, not necessarily a 20 sack year, but let's say a 10, 11 sack year, keep him.
Hey, what's up, Roger? Thanks for joining, man. Hey, better late than never. Says, damn, I'm late as hell. Yeah, I think you were on another one of those streams I was on earlier. No big deal, man.
We could have had Cal
Thanks for joining. And
Kobe Dean, same team, same draft, bro.
Well, you know what? 31 other teams passed on both of those guys multiple times.
But Nakobe Dean had the health issue,
Dean in Philly. He was alive. They already proved that. Nakobe Dean's going to be playing in Philly. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. And then we'll have to look across this field and look at Holcomb and Jamin Davis playing linebacker, and then McCain playing safety. And then, we're looking around in the same state as, is Cal Hamilton, and then we got to look at the same division twice at the Kobe Dean. But we got a receiver that's probably going to be a fourth or fifth.
You better hope.
In the first round, we got that going for us.
Dev, here's the thing. Both have to be as great as you think they are.
Man, they got to look, dog. I'm telling you right now.
But that other scouts,
if Dotson ain't as good as Hamilton and the Kobe Dean, dog, I want Ron gone, bro.
Ron's gone wrong. Hey, Ricardo, I got to ask you this. How do you feel about Kyler Murray getting signed before Lamar Jackson, and he came into the league a year later? What do you think about that?
Contract though.
I was about to say he cried for that contract.
Did you see what you see the shit came out today about his contract though?
I guess they removed some addendum or something.
No, man, they showed it in there. They showed it.
To watch 4 hours of film a week.
You gotta watch.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, 4 hours. Like basically, they were saying
no Madden, no
nothing. They were going to track his laptop. You could not be playing Madden. You can't be on there playing with social media. You can't be watching YouTube.
Obviously, you had a problem.
You can't be on IG. You can't. They were going to monitor his social media for when he's supposed to be watching film because he apparently. And here's the thing: a lot of people are like, "Well, how do we know he doesn't watch film?" And then
watch the game.
This clip surfaces from last year in an interview where he says, "Well, I had that ability to just go out there on the field and just read everything and take it in so well."
He wants to go off his cognitive ability.
Yeah. That only takes you so far.
This dude won one game without Hopkins.
Yeah. But then he came back and retracted the statement by saying today, of course he does his homework.
So did the team retract that addendum, or I read somewhere that
he signed it?
No, he signed it.
He signed it and then complained about it.
Yeah, he signed it and then complained about it, man. They can void his whole contract.
No, listen. Adam Schefter just tweeted this during this podcast at 9:30 from the Cardinals. After seeing the distraction it created, we removed the addendum from the contract. It was clearly perceived in ways that were never intended. Our confidence in Kyler is as high as it's ever been. And nothing demonstrates our belief in his ability to lead this team more than commitment. So they took it out.
Man,
how they take it out after he already signed it? Once you sign the contract, that's it.
That's gonna call that nigga lazy in year 2 of that contract and get him up out of there, dog. That's exactly what they was ready to do. They knew what the fuck they did.
You know, if Dwayne was still playing, that's probably something that the team would have put in his contract too.
Oh, here's the thing.
Sounds like some.
It's probably in a lot of people's contracts.
If Kyler comes out and plays like ass, they're gonna point to it and be like, "See, they're gonna say, Joe kept that damn addendum in."
Kept that addendum, yeah.
It's probably in a lot of people's contracts.
Man,
don't know it.
That's funny. Wow.
What agent let him do it though? Like what agent let him sign that knowing that, hey man, they can just say nigga you lazy and then cut your ass?
Well, they probably didn't think it was gonna get leaked, or I wonder how that get out to the public.
They knew it was gonna get leaked.
Yeah, they knew it was gonna get leaked.
He knew it would happen. He probably said, Hey, what about this on the bottom of his paper? You didn't tell me about this before I signed it. And he's like, well, we'll leak it, see if we can get that taken off.
Yeah, y'all seen that picture of it says Kyler Murray going to sign his contract. It's got a picture of the interstate, cars on the road, and it's got this tiny ass little like RC car on the road next to like these big cars, and it said Kyler Murray's on the way to sign his contract. They just dogged this kid for being so small, man. It is, yeah. He can play though. The kid can play.
How the Alabama quarterback's gonna be, and it'll be like 180 pounds, 6
the one
foot.
That's there right now.
Yeah, Bryce Young. He's like 175 pounds, man. That dude, that's a rough size.
Yeah. Well, we've been on for an hour 20. We can go ahead and shut this one down. Hey, Ricardo, we want to thank you for coming on, man. We'll have to get you on here for.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, it's always good. You popped up in the stream, had to bring you on. We'll have to get you on a scheduled pod, and we'll just bring you on, and we'll just kick it with you the whole time. And
stay up.
What do you say, Dev?
We'll just
stay on after the first one.
Oh yeah. Don't. When we close down, just stay on, and we'll chat for a little bit after this. But hey, tell us about your group here real quick before we shut it down, man. Where can we find your new group so we can all vector everybody to that joint?
So right now, since we still, I'm still building, it's just on Facebook, Commander Fanatics. I just created a Twitter page, and that's kind of taking off a little bit. So
there you go.
Building the YouTube,
Yep. Got to start somewhere, man.
Got to make a start,
Yeah. Well, we'd love to help you promote it and get bigger, man.
To the content.
I appreciate y'all. And,
welcome to the world.
We got any Commander Fanatics in here? Stay checking these dudes out, man. Command this podcast.
That's right. Hey, so formerly Watch Football Addicts, we are now the Command This podcast. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. As always, now that we're heading back into, I guess Commanders football is back. We'll probably put the top 5 to bed for a little bit and get right back on the Commanders content. But stay tuned. We appreciate everything you guys do. We'll go with some shout outs. Dev, start with you, man. You got any shout outs?
Shout out to my lucky totem pole. I rub it for good luck.
Okay, I see it.
That's about all. My daughter gave me this one year for Father's Day. We got shout out to all the kids that get their dads stuff for Father's Day, man, that actually, matter. Like my kids give me like t-shirts and bullshit I don't want. Look, if y'all watching this podcast with my kids, put y'all's money together and get me a pair of motherfucking Jordans. That's what I want.
Marcus says, later, fellas. Nice to meet you, Ricardo.
I don't want another motherfucker.
Nice to meet you, Marcus.
Phil, you got any shout outs, man?
Oh, you already know. Shout out to AGG. All right.
Himself.
All right. I have. All right. I'm not gonna speak ill of the dead, and he's dead to me because he doesn't play for his team anymore. I hear that he's actually like a really smart dude. And he's really intelligent. So him going back to college, I think that sets a good example. It's like, hey, even if you don't make it in football, you can take what you get from football, getting that college education or getting those years in for free, that you can use that to get yourself further ahead in life. Even if you don't make it pro, you can still use it to your advantage. So I think it's setting a good example. And, I honestly and I sincerely wish him the best of luck moving forward.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you another thing about going to college, too. Just think about being a millionaire on campus, son. Good Lord.
Bro, you ain't eating ramen like everybody else.
Man.
On the meal plans.
Man, I imagine being on campus with money like that, man. Oh, my God, man.
Yeah.
I live in the dorms, too. I wouldn't even live at home.
There you go. Hey, Rick, you got any shout outs, man? Anything you want to say related, football, non-related, life related? Any shout outs, man?
Oh, man. I'm going to do a shout out from the live that I did earlier to whoever the heck thought it was a good idea to shut down training camp to all the fans.
Yeah, that lottery system, man, just
that
not right. I mean, I get it. Ashburn's smaller. It's not a lot of room for everybody. I've been out there once for a mini camp. It's just not a lot of room, but there had to have been a better way. Just had to have been a better way. And someone correct me. How long is this training camp? How long does it go for? 2 weeks? 2 weeks? I can't remember. I have to go look it up.
I can't remember. I think it's 2.
They got it. I don't know. If it runs through the weekends, we'll get a true testament, see how many fans show up. So, my shout outs. Hey, shout out to you, Rick. Thanks for joining us, man. We'll get you on here next time. And shout out to Corey Lott, Roger Smith, Marcus, Greg Delaney. You guys are the heartbeat of the show tonight. Thank you for keeping us going, Corey Lott, with all your comments, keeping the chat live. Thanks for Ref the District on the Warpath, and Rio for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Jay, you did tune in, man. We appreciate it. And my last shout out goes to homeboy DK Metcalf, man. Got paid today. His signing bonus beat Terry's because Terry's had the highest signing bonus there for, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks? But he got a 3-year extension worth $72 million, $58.2 million guaranteed, $30 million signing bonus. So that is higher than what Terry got. So they Mr. One-upped him.
$1 more million.
You know what? Hey, that's how it works, man. And they'll congratulate each other. They're doing it for their position group. That's really what
he got that extra pay because he's catching passes from Drew Lock.
And they got two,
or Gino. We know your pass is gonna be all over the place, so we'll give you a little bit extra money.
You know he's gonna get hung out to dry.
But he's the type of guy that you can send over the middle, and you don't have to worry about him. Nobody's laying DK out.
Everybody's laughing, but they got DK Metcalf. They got the other guy receiver who's better than DK Metcalf.
Tyler.
Yeah, and they got a tight end.
Noah Fant for the Broncos.
They got Drew Lock.
And then they got Drew Lock and Geno Smith to back him up.
I think Geno Smith starting, man.
I tell you, before Geno got knocked out up in New York by his own teammate, he was poised for a good year. Remember, he got clocked by his own teammate.
He did all right last year with Seattle.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I like Geno Smith in college, man. I think he got a bum rap. I think he got a bad.
Was he West Virginia?
It was West
Virginia.
Michigan, and it was that blue and yellow. I don't know.
West Virginia. Him and Pat White. Both.
Pat White's Michigan. Yeah, former
Pat White, West Virginia.
Pat White is now on a coaching staff of one of these teams. I forget. He is now on a coaching staff. So
Pat White and Slayton were nightmares in college, bro. I used to play NCAA football. Pat White and Slayton used to give people fits.
Rich Rodriguez was the coach in WVU, man. He brought it. But hey, thanks for tuning in. As always, we appreciate all you guys listening. And we will be back on Tuesday. Not sure if we'll be live or recorded. We'll definitely be live next Thursday. So as always, thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. Peace and hail.